Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about segment elements in HTML file. Use the HTML file segment element to indicate the structure of your pages. HTML5 provides semantic elements that you should use to structure the content of a web page. The use of these elements can be referred to as HTML5 semantics. All of the HTML5 semantic elements are block elements that can be contain other block elements as well as inline elements. Here we have lots of semantic elements for the HTML5: article, aside, detail, fig, caption, figure, footer, header. Article, aside, detail, fig, caption, figure, footer, header, main, mark, nav, section, summary, time. Now I'm going to talk about section and article elements. Both these elements are used for sectioning a content, and they can definitely be used interchangeably. It's a matter of in which situation. HTML4 offered only one type of container elements, which is div. While this is still used in HTML5, HTML5 provided us with section and article in a way to replace div. The section and article elements are conceptually similar and interchangeable. To decide which of these you should choose, take notes all of the following. An article is intended to be independently distributable or reusable. 2. A section is a thematic grouping of content. Next, aside. The aside element is intended for content that is not part of the flow of the text in which it appears, however, still related in some way. This of aside as a sidebar to your main content. Before HTML5, our menus were created with ULs and LIS. Now together with this, we can separate our menu items with a nav for a navigation between your web pages. You can have any number of nav elements on a page. For example, it is common to have global navigation across the top in the header and local navigation in a sidebar in a aside element. Next, details. Details define additional details that people can view or hide. Now I am teaching you the elements of segment elements in HTML file. In my next tutorial, I will learn how to write a code about segments element. Header and H group. The header element is generally found at the top of the document, a section or an article, and usually contains the main heading and some navigation and research tools. The H group element should be used where you want to main heading with one or more subheadings. The header elements can contain any content, but the H group elements can only contain other headers, that is H1 to H6, and including H groups. Next, fig caption. The fig caption element is used as a child of the parent figure element to attach a caption to the image, table, or chart contained in the figure element. The fig caption element must be a child of figure element. Moreover, it must be the first or last child element inside the figure, and there can be no more than one figure caption inside the figure. The content of figure caption should be text describing the content of the figure. Now I'm talking about figure. Figure specifies that the content of the figure element should be flow content with an optional caption either before or after the content. In theory, this could be used for several types of the things: sidebars, pull quotes, asides, charts, images, secondary media. In practice, the most common use is for captioned images and charts. It makes sense as figure has a meaning in academic and technical writing and illustration. Image, chart, or other visual content, usually captions related to the main content, but often found separated from it. There is no reason, though, that it could not be used for some of those other purposes. Figure and aside. The figure and aside element seem to have similar uses according to the specification. Some people use aside for pull quotes and content related sidebars, so there is some overlaps, but there are also some differences. The major difference, of course, is that aside does not have a built-in caption element. So if your site content requires a caption, that might indicate that it is really a figure. More importantly, though, the figure is for content directly related to the main content, while aside is for tangentially related content. This suggests that pull quotes, infographics, charts, and other content specific to a particular article of content should be placed in a figure, while the aside element should be used for sidebar section and perhaps comments. Now footer. What is footer? If there is a header, there must be a footer. A footer is generally found at the bottom of the document, a section or an article, just like the header. The content is generally meta information such as other details, legal information, and or links to related information. It is also valid to include section elements within a footer. The small elements often appears with a footer or aside element, which would usually contain copyright information or legal disclaimers and other such fine print. However, this is not intended to make the text smaller. It is just describing its content, not prescribing presentation. Main. The main element defines the main content of the page. The content of the main tag must be unique and not duplicate blocks of the same type that are repeated in other documents, such as the header of a site, footer, menu, search, copyright information, and whatever. Mark element is used to mark a part of the text which has relevance. It can be used to highlight a text for showing emphasis, highlight search term in search result to provide content, or distinguish a new content added by the user by showing it differently. Nav elements define a block of navigation link either within the current document or to other document. Note that not all links in the HTML document can be placed in the nav elements. It can only include major navigation blocks For example, the nav tag cannot be placed in the footer tag for defining links in the footer of the website. Time. The time element allows an unambiguous ISO 8601 date to be attached to a human readable version of that date. Summary. Summary defines a visible heading for a details element. Now, this is the header, this is the navbar, main, footer of a web page. The next one, this one is section. Inside the section has lots of articles. This is section, articles inside. This is a big section, one section, figure caption, and next again section, again aside here, section, article here, aside here. These are examples of segment element. In next tutorial, I'm gonna teach you how to write the segment elements code in HTML5. Only today I introduce what is segment element and what are the elements in the segment elements. I hope you like my tutorial. If you like my tutorial, please subscribe my channel and also click the link button.